Hello, everybody. We're live. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Last week, we started a conversation about bullying and we went over, and it seemed like we weren't done. So, I wanted to do a part two. So, today we're going to be talking about bullying. My name's Crystal. This is my channel, Real Lady Electrician. And I'm just putting on some skincare, some toner. It's really hot here in my city, and I'm just full of sweat and stuff. That is why I have my hair back. The fan is on. If you cannot hear me well, please let me know and I will turn that off. Okay. So let's start with, I didn't do a lot of research. We really just talked about bullying. So what I did for this week is I want to give you the definition, and let me get there. I didn't do a slides. This is just going to be me reading from my phone. So I didn't do a definition last time. So we're going to do that this time. And so let's get started. Okay. Bully, B-U-L-L-Y. Hey, Erica. How are you doing? We're talking about bullying again. And so I was just going to go over the definition of bullying. B-U-L-L-Y. It's a verb. I'm on Oxford Dictionary. It says, seek to harm, intimidate, or coerce someone perceived as vulnerable. Her 11-year-old son has been constantly bullied at school. Similar words are persecute, oppress, and tyrannize. Oh, there's a bunch more. Torment, browbeat, intimidate. I'm so glad you are. Hey, Leah, how are you? We're talking about bullying, this bullying part 2. I just went over the definition and we're looking up words, similar words. Or that's on the list here. How are you doing today, Leah? Intimidate, cow, coerce, strong arm, subjugate, domineer, push around, pressure, pressurize, constrain, lean on. There's a whole bunch of words for bullying, you guys. Let's see. Compel, harass. We knew that. Badger, goad, prod, pester, brainwash is in here as well. Hey, Metal Music. That does happen, yes. Unfortunately, the employers will bully their employees. I have been in that situation. Hey, Frugal Mama. Don't forget, I want to say it's today. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Frugal Mama. At 4 o'clock, Conversing with the Mamas today. I know it wasn't last week. Today. At 4 o'clock, after my live. You guys go check her out. I left a job for that. My boss was a total bully. Yes. I did too. Unfortunately, I let it go way too far, and I started acting like an idiot, and I got missing time. Next week. Okay. Not this week, next week. Okay. Because I did hit set reminder, or whatever says notify, and I didn't see the date. So we start back up next week. Great. Well, hello there, lovely peoples. Hey, Brandy, how are you doing today? We're talking about bullying part 2. I went over a definition and we were talking about some words that are similar. Persuade was one of them. Bludgeon, twist someone's arm, bulldoze, railroad, hustle, and fast talk. There's a lot of words. Okay. So, and I also pulled up an article we will go over. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Welcome. And I just texted Jamie. She's having some situations going on today. So I think she'll be here, but I'm not positive if she'll be here. So no matter what, we want to pray for her that she gets through what she's going through. Okay. Okay. The article I chose today, unless we just chat amongst ourselves, understanding alternative bullying perspectives through research and engagement with young people. That's a whole lot of a title. Thank you, Brandy. I'm so excited. I forgot to put it up last night. I meant to put it up yesterday, and I've had stuff going on too. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you got your notification. There she is, Miss Jamie. How are you doing? I'm so glad you're here. I was telling everybody to pray for you just to get through what you're going through. That is your story to tell. So this article with the huge title, I don't know what the title means either. Understanding alternative bullying perspectives through research and engagement with young people. I don't get the alternative bullying perspectives. So I will read a paragraph and then we will see what we see. Okay. Bullying research has traditionally been dominated by large-scale cohort studies focusing on the personality traits of bullies and victims. These studies focus on bullying prevalence, risk, and protective factors, and negative outcomes. A limitation of this approach is that it does not explain why bullying happens. Why does it happen? Thank you, Brandy. That's so sweet. Yeah, I don't know why either. It makes no sense to me to terrorize someone for your pleasure. I don't get it. I have never understood that. Qualitative research can help shed light on these factors. This paper discusses the findings from 4 mainly qualitative research projects, including a systematic review of 3 empirical studies involving young people. This is all science speak, right? I hope this makes sense to you guys because some of it doesn't make sense to me. Involving young people to various degrees within the research process as respondents, co-researchers, and commissioners of research. I think this one is not going to give me what I want. Let's try the introduction. Research on school bullying has developed rapidly since the 1970s, okay? Originating in social and psychological research in Norway, Sweden, and Finland. The body of research largely focused on individual personality traits of perpetrators and victims. Global interest of this phenomenon has spread, and bullying research began in the United Kingdom, Australia, and the United States. I don't know what quantitative is. Many studies examine bullying prevalence, risk, and protective factors and negative outcomes. I'm going to keep going down. Let me go back to Google because I don't get it. So maybe if you guys understood it, you could let me know, but I didn't understand the research. What is bullying? Stopbullying.gov. Let's check that out. So all our floors and septic backed up. Ours is the worst, so we're being moved to another apartment. But my cootie, I know when that happens, everything smells a certain way, and you just want to touch anything, you know. I believe bullying stems from upbringing and how they are treated at home. I agree. I agree. That's at least one part of it. Let's see. Bullying is unwanted, aggressive behavior among school-aged children that involves a real perceived power imbalance. Now, we talked about this last week. It's not just kids. There are adults that bully. It's not just kids. Those kids grow up to be adult bullies if they're not, if they don't see the light, so to speak. Let me know if you guys can't hear me because I've got the fan on because it's 99 degrees. I I checked the thermometer outside. My poor kitties, they want to play outside, but it's too hot. It's not just the septic from our apartment either. It's from all 12 apartments in the unit. Oh, ooh, no. I know, Jamie, gross. I know. But we know adults bully too. The behavior is repeated or has the potential to be repeated over time. Both kids who are bullied and who bully others may have serious, lasting problems. Thank you, Frugal Mama. I know. Icky, icky. Let's see. In order to be considered bullying, the behavior must be aggressive and include. Okay, there's a couple things that we can include. In order to be considered bullying, I think that it's subjective, which means it depends on our perspective. If we think we're being bullied, whether it follows these ideals or whatever these are. These are just talking points to get us, chatting. An imbalance of power. I'm going to substitute kids with people. Can you put makeup brushes in a dishwasher because they are out in the open? I don't know. Jamie. My chat is not updating. I'm going to exit and re-enter. Okay, Leah. House Panthers. You missed him. He was here earlier poking around. He's they can't go outside because it's hot. Or they went outside, they didn't like it. So they came in so it's my fault. It's hot. And he's been Tilk, the one who always jumps on me. He's been using his claws today. And I'm like, dude, that hurts. Put them in a baby bottle. Oh, that's a good idea. Container for the dishwasher. I just wonder if it will mess up. Oh, because that's closed, right? I wonder if it will mess up the bristles, though. I wonder if it will mess up the bristles. Maybe don't use dishwasher detergent. Maybe just use, I don't know, you guys. Let's see if we can't help Jamie with that issue. Okay. I'm going to substitute kids with people because I don't think it's just kids. People who bully use their power, such as physical strength, access to embarrassing information, or popularity to control and harm others. Also, people in power, bosses, anybody who is in power above you, anyone you have to report to, which could be a number of bosses or brush side up. Yeah. That's what I thought too, but I'm worried about the detergent on the bristles. So, information to control or harm others. So let's see. Power imbalances can change over time and in different situations, even if they involve the same people. That is true. You could get promoted above your boss. Then I would have a difficult time not terrorizing that guy who bullied me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, try some of the brushes that you don't really, some of the ones that you don't necessarily use or don't like. I would try those first and see what happens. And then if it works really good, then put the rest of your brushes in there. Because I have a silverware holder that would probably work for that. I've dealt with more people I'd consider bullies as an adult than as a child. You think people will get their act together, but not so much, right? It makes no sense as an adult to do that to someone. It makes no sense. And I think that they're like stuck back in childhood where they were bullies and they got away with it. So now they think they can get away with it too. Oh, I was thinking brushes down so water doesn't stay in barrels. That's good. That's good thinking. Right. And how can you be grown and not get your act together? There are people, don't get me wrong, I just don't get it. Let's see. Repetition. Bullying behaviors happen more than once and have the potential to happen more than once. or have the potential to happen more than once? Yes, they do. Bullying includes actions such as making threats, spreading rumors. I hate rumors. Attacking someone physically or verbally, and excluding someone from a group on purpose. Okay. If anyone has messaged me in the last weekish, I haven't been ignoring you, just overwhelmed. Yeah. We totally get it, Jamie. It's a mess. Sounds like a mess. Oh. Okay. Verbal bullying is saying or writing mean things. Verbal bullying includes teasing, name calling, inappropriate sexual comments, taunting, threatening to cause harm. That sounds like verbal abuse, right? Maybe the bully needs to experience something to understand their bulliness. Maybe, but my guess is that they've never been bullied themselves. But like if they were at home and they were bullied by family members, so at school they got away with it. It doesn't make any sense still. So I'm not a bully, so. And how to understand. Yeah. It's like they need to be picked on so they realize what picking on somebody does. Yeah. Social bullying, sometimes referred to as relational bullying, involves hurting someone's reputation or relationships. Social bullying includes. Did it have to be poop? Yeah, I guess so. Social bullying includes leaving someone out on purpose. I hate when people do that. I hate it. I would still ask them to come. If they choose not to, that's fine. So, Brandy. So Jamie, having a crappy day. Telling other children not to be friends with someone. That's rude. Spreading rumors about someone. And that's why I hate the rumor mill. I don't listen to it. I don't participate in it. And if someone says, do you want to hear a rumor? I say, no. Thanks anyway, but no. Because, those are the people that want to tell you so bad. It's like they're holding it in and they're like, I need to tell you. And you're like, I don't want to know. So what was tough when my daughter was in school was the admin's attitude was kids will be kids. That's just ridiculous. That is. And the boys will be boys and that crap. That stuff is horrible. Hey, weird collar guy. How are you doing today? We're talking about bullying. Number 2, part 2. There's that. I hated that when I was in school. Boys will be boys or kids will be kids. That's not true. You're an adult. This child is harming another child. Be an adult. Okay. I said spreading rumors and embarrassing someone in public. And I have done that before, but not intentionally. So I always apologize. That's my mouth in overload. Thank you. I had to put the hairband in today because I'm ponytailing it. Can you see? It's 99 degrees here. And my fan is on. So if it's too loud, let me know. Lady Spellbreaker, how are you? So glad to see you. Beautifying MZ. Hey, Mary. Let's see if you're still here. I can't stay. I'm waiting for the dentist, but an excellent topic. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you popped in. And have a good report at the dentist. So, okay. So that was social bullying. Physical bullying involves hurting a person's body or possessions. Physical bullying includes hitting, kicking, pinching, spitting, tripping, pushing, taking or breaking someone's things, making mean or rude hand gestures. I had to switch to my phone. Must be a tablet issue. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Jamie. She put my link in there. If you're in Jamie's chat or my chat, whichever one has the most people, she put my link down there to come to my channel. So today is part 2 of bullying. Part 2, not 4-2. And we talked for quite a while last week about it. It's very common, and it's not just kids, it's adults too. And I think we all kind of agree in that it can be an adult as well. Everybody's saying hi. Hello again, weird collar guy. Oh, okay, so we're split. 4 and 4. Okay, well, that's good. Okay. Where and when bullying happens. This is the next little paragraph. Bullying can occur during or after school, I'm going to say / work hours. While most reported bullying happens in the school building, a significant percentage also happens in places like on the playground or the bus or at work or with friends or with family. Hey, Makeup Mom and Sons, how are you doing? Hear a bit in the background at work. No worries. I'm glad you stopped by. We're talking about bullying part 2. So, traveling to or from school in the youth's neighborhood or on the internet. It can happen anywhere as far as I'm concerned. Prayers and abundant blessings to you all. Love you all so much. That's Lady Spellbreaker. Thank you so much. She's awesome. Let's see. Frequency of bullying. There are 2 sources of federally collected data on youth bullying. In 2019, School Crime Supplement to the National Crime Victimization Survey, indicates nationwide about 22% of students aged 12 to 18 experience bullying. That sounds kind of low to me. What do you guys think? 22%? Ages 12 to 18. I guess I'm counting adults, so it's definitely going to be more than 22%. A 2019 behavior surveillance thingy indicates that nationwide, 19.5% of students in grades 9 through 12 report being bullied on school property in the 12 months preceding the survey. So I think that, well, it says for kids, but even in high school, do you remember only 22% of the kids getting bullied? Yes, you do. Bad, Jaren. Bad. Let's see. I went to frequency of cyberbullying because I think that's happening a lot now. People, like we said, on the internet, they think that their anonymity protects them. I wish it didn't. But they think that. Now, law enforcement and those type of people are coming up with ways to track the bullies. And we were talking last week too about how a lot of kids, teenagers, are committing suicide. Sorry, trigger warning, are committing suicide or are dying by suicide. That's how you're supposed to say it now. So are dying by suicide because they're being bullied online. So you can be bullied now 24 hours a day. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Bullies and abusers thrive on the internet, and they can be tracked. Yeah, I think you were here last weekend. We talked about how if it's threatening, like to hurt you, I'm not sure what I would still go to the police. I would still go to the police for my child because first of all, they need to know you're protecting them. If the police don't do anything, then I think we would have to discuss it and try and work some stuff out about not being on the internet at all hours and things like that. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that last week, I think. Yes, indeed. Bullies act tougher on the internet. Yes, because they think nobody knows who they are. Many are so sadly pushed to the point they snap of and harm themselves. I'm being cyber. Oh no, you're being cyber stalked and bullied. I am so sorry that is happening to you. So sorry. A lot of people on YouTube are having trouble with bullies. And I'm not sure. I wish YouTube could do something about it. They want to take our subscribers away, and then they let people like that stay on with those fake accounts and stuff. Hope everyone's having a great day. So far, it's just hot here. Makeup Mom and Sons. It's just hot here. Also, they can put your business all over the internet and make your yes. And then if it's not true, people still believe it. That's really where it's super insidious is online. It's gotten out of control. I think bullies feel much more open to bullying since they are behind a computer screen. Yeah, and we can't see them. So, I mean, it could be people who've been bullied who are bullying other people online. Do you know what I mean? I don't. Some people don't always come out of a situation better. Sometimes they become the bully. So, but yeah, they do feel more open. This is a great place for bullies. I can think of 3 or 4 big channels that are nothing. Oh no! Really, weird collar guy? I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't watch them, so I don't know who they are. They have been doing it since 2019, even though the loss of my only child, they had no mercy. Oh, that is horrible. Horrible. People are, I don't know, they're ridiculous. They're ridiculous. So I'm sorry you had to go through that. That makes me angry. Bullies make me angry. And I know they make you guys angry too. So this is called the frequency of cyberbullying. I know. People that treat her like she is the sweetest lady you will ever meet. She is. And funny and kind and loves to share. And then people treat her like this. What's up with that? Hey, Paranormal Gaming, how are you? We're talking about bullying part 2. I don't know how many different ways I can say that. I'll keep saying it. Let's see. National Crime Victims Survey. Now that I understand, indicates that nationwide about 16% of students in grades 9 through 12 experience cyberbullying. And that's just what's reported. I think those numbers are very low. Yes, I wish they would find something. I know, better to do and get a real life. We are the anti-bullying king. Yes, we are. Oh, Lady Spellbreaker, that's so... People just make me angry. Got to go to the dentist now. Have a good report. See you later. Apparently their mom never taught them if they have nothing nice to say, then shut up, right? Nothing nice to say, shut it up. But I think 16% of kids being cyberbullying is too low, right? Let me know if you agree, because this is a small sampling, a study. They take a small sampling of people because they can't interview everybody in the United States. But yeah, 16% seems low. That was in 2019. In another one in 2019, Youth Risk Behavior Surveillance System, don't know what that is, indicates that an estimate of 15.7% of high school students were electronically bullied in the 12 months prior to the survey. Again, too low. Too low. Yeah, my stepdad is one. Sometimes instead of his family, he worries about drugs and other people. Yeah, like, take care of yourself, worry about yourself, get your health straight, get your mental health straight. Don't worry about other people. I agree, Jamie. I think 16% is, yeah, it seems low to me. Especially if you take regular bullying at school and you add cyberbullying. I guess this is just cyberbullying, but let's see what else is on here. Law and sanctions. Let's talk about that. I'm here but making mashed potatoes. No worries, Brandy. No worries. We're not doing a drawing today. So if you can't stay till the end, no worries. And you can always watch on the replay if you would like. Laws and sanctions about bullying. Let's see. Okay. All states have laws requiring schools to respond to bullying, as cyberbullying has become more prevalent with the use of technology. Many states now include cyberbullying or mention cyberbullying offense under these laws. All right. And that's the thing, paranormal gaming. Like, we don't understand why they don't learn, why they don't understand that it's not good for them. It's not good for the person they're bullying. It's just not good. It's not good. Okay. So, under these laws, schools may take action either as required by law or with local or state policies that allow them to discipline or take other actions. Some states also have provisions to address bullying if it affects school performance. You can learn about laws and policies in each state, including if they cover cyberbullying. Now, I wonder if my state will be under here. State laws, common components. State list, both law and policy. So in Michigan, we have both the law and policy about bullying. State anti-bullying laws and policies. So we do have them in my state. Brandy, now I'm hungry. You're making us all hungry, Brandy. This says laws only. I don't see any green states that say policy only. Some states only have laws, but not policies, which I'm not positive what the difference is. But let me call out the ones who don't have laws or don't have policies in place, just laws. North Carolina, Colorado, Arizona, Texas, Missouri, Arkansas, and Mississippi. Every other state, including Alaska, has laws and policies. So, state anti-bullying laws and policies. There's no federal law applied to bullying. So let's go up here. In December 2010, the U.S. Department of Education developed a framework of common components found in state laws, policies, and regulations focusing on bullying at the time. The framework was used to describe how schools were taking action to prevent and respond to bullying incidents. The common components found in state laws, policies, and regulations, which have evolved over time, include definitions of bullying, defining characteristics that are commonly targeted for bullying behaviors, and detailed requirements for school district policies. Thank you, Makeup Mom and Sons. No worries. We know you're still here. Paranormal Gaming says he is a real piece of work. Yeah, I'm so sorry that you have to deal with that. So sorry. Once I grew up though, the bullies in my family, I just stopped talking to them altogether. And my life was better for it. Um, when I was in school or at work, it's harder because you can't leave. And when you're a kid, you don't have a car and stuff, so school is, a whole different thing, I think. But yeah, I didn't talk to them. I didn't go to their family functions, which all included alcohol and crazy. So all right. Common components of state anti-bullying laws and regulations show the components in each state's laws, policies, and regulations allow for quick comparison of how each state compares. Ooh, a lot of words. Click on a state or territory below to find out more about their anti-bullying laws and policies and which of the key components they contain. Yeah, that's all you can do, right? That's all you can do. Because I know you're young. You told us you were younger. And yeah. Brandy said right now the government is bullying us. Oh no. Do you want to give an example, Brandy? Okay, I'm going to go to my state and I'm going to tap on it and see what the laws are and policies are in my state. Oh, they said, you got to look at the list first. I'm sorry. Michigan. Michigan anti-bullying laws and policies. Laws and regulations. Component. I think that's which Michigan state laws and regulations cover bullying? Now, these are the specific laws with numbers. I would look this up if I was trying to build a case against someone. How are bullying and cyberbullying defined in Michigan's anti-bullying laws? Bullying means any written, verbal, or physical act or any electronic communication, including but not limited to cyberbullying, that is intended or that a reasonable person would know is likely to harm one or more pupils either directly or indirectly by doing any of the following. Well, telling us we have to get vaccines, that they let up some now, but they said it was a must, and wear masks. Oh yeah. Yeah. I was okay with that though. I have diabetes, so I was a higher risk person. I keep touching my face. So yeah, I understand what you're saying though, Randy. They didn't give people a choice. Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, if you didn't want to, you shouldn't have to. That it's like the United States, right? But if you wanted to work at your job and they required it, you had to get it, even if you didn't want to get it. Yeah. Let's see. Substantially interfering with educational opportunities, benefits, or programs of one or more pupils. Adversely affecting the ability of a pupil to participate or benefit from school districts. Having an actual or substantial detrimental effect on the physical or mental health. Causing substantial disruption in or substantial interference with the orderly operation of school. Yeah. I wear like right here on my nose, and I put it over my mouth but not under my chin. I don't know if that's bad, but that's how I wear it, and they didn't kick me out of the doctor's office today. So Sometimes we can get along, but sometimes he will be mean for no reason. Yeah. And like you wonder like what has changed for him to be mean for no reason when we were just getting along. It doesn't make any sense. Um, I can just say that maybe he needs to get his mental health looked into. Um, but if that's just how he is, there's no medication for that. Therapy maybe, but no medication for that. Cyberbullying means any electronic communication that is intended or that a reasonable person would know is likely to harm one or more pupils either directly or indirectly by doing any of the following. That was all that stuff we talked about a minute ago. Causing disruption in class, things like that. Okay. Do Michigan anti-bullying laws and regulations cover cyberbullying that occurs off campus? This article says yes. Michigan anti-bullying laws cover off-campus conduct using a telecommunications access device or service provider that occurs off school premises if the telecommunication access device or the service provider is owned by or under the contract of the school district. Now, what if it's on your cell phone? I was a rebel about the mask. I stayed away from people as a safety measure. I have very bad allergies and could not breathe. Yeah. Yeah. I stay away from people. I mean, that's just me. I was social distancing before it was cool, before it was cool. So, yeah. Yeah. And I know it is hard to breathe. I know. That's why I don't put it all the way down. So I have a little bit of air coming out there. I think families can be the worst bullies because we're taught to trust family. Yes, so it hurts the most. I agree, Jamie. I agree. That's just how he is, and the drugs don't help. I know, paranormal. Leah says, I have to go. My furnace technician. Okay. Don't want to have, oh, no, don't have AC issues. Get that taken care of right away, Leah. Have a great day. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for chatting with us. Yeah, Mary says, I agree. Weird Collar Guy says, I found my allergies got better since I was shielded from pollen. When my allergies, my sensitivity to dust in stores is better with the mask on. Like I'm not inhaling the dust that's on whatever at the store. So it does help in that way. Yeah. Even if I don't put it over my nose. I know you got to put it over your nose. Ugh. That's the worst. I wore it under there for a long time until I got called out. Like, okay, fine. So now I just put it on the tip of my nose. But it does. It helps with the dust in the stores because I notice if I don't wear it in the store, if I forget it, I start coughing a good 10, 20 minutes in there. I'm coughing. Then again, I was masking in cedar season when I lived in Texas. Right now, 97 going to be 101, 102. Yes. Yes, it's going to be hot today. My allergies to pollen and things did not get better. But the dust, just the dust, because I have, what is that called? Rhinitis, some kind of allergic rhinitis. And dust irritates me. I'm not allergic to dust, but it irritates my sinuses and nose and all that. Yes, well, Mr. Frugal Mama said. But yeah, I've got all the fans running. We have central air, all the fans running, doors closed. I have the kitchen curtain open, so it does get warmer in there than it does in the rest of the house. But that's for my kitties, and I don't want to shut it so they can see outside. So yeah, I told my husband we have a door between the kitchen and the living room, a sliding door. You can shut it. I'm like, if it gets really bad, we can just shut that, and that'll be where the cool air stays, and out here it'll be warmer. But yeah, we are in summer, right? Tuesday was first day of summer, everybody. Welcome. It's time for great summer. Time for great summer. Let's see. And like I was saying, what about the bullying that occurs with your cell phone and stuff? I think that's when you don't worry about the school. That's when you go to the police, when you actually have to go to the police. This is about school policies. So let's see if we can find something else. Frequency of cyberbullying. Bullying free NZ. Bullying is when one student keeps picking at others. I'm going to put in my search adult bullying and see if it gives anything. Hi, Bobby. How are you doing? Welcome. I didn't tell you. I don't know if I told you anything, but I saw you in Samantha March's live the other day, and I was going to say hi, but there's so many people, so I didn't. What is adult? Because we're talking about kids, but I don't understand why there isn't anything about adult bullying. What is adult bullying? Search. Okay. Stopbullying.gov. How to deal with adult. Very Well Mind is another website. Happier Human. Let's see. 5 steps to handle adult bullies in your life. Good, thank you. I'm just chilling before I get around for the day. Okay. Yep, a lot of things he has done. I don't know if I can forgive since there's been so much. And that's, that's often true. I will say this though, when you forgive someone, it's not for their benefit, it's for your benefit. And you have to take your time. You can't just be like, "Oh, I forgive you." That's not how it works. But when you do, when you're able to, maybe when you're older and you can move out, then hopefully that will give you some closure, or you know what I mean. Fall season needs to hurry up, right? We just got summer. Yes, fall season. Are you in the hundreds today, Bobby? We're at 99. We're about to be at 100 here in my state. I imagine that you've got to be really close to that, if not over. So let's see. 5 steps to handle adult bullies in your life. Okay. Maybe your supervisor admonishes you during a business luncheon, ridiculing and making fun of you. Yes, maybe. That I have had happened. Hey, Nightingale Wednesday, how are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm just not enough personally. I like to see a change, and that's a great apology to me. It's just not enough. I think I like to see the change, and that's a great apology to me. Yes. I don't like I'm sorry either. The forgiveness, like I said, is for you. You're not the bully, but the forgiveness is for you. But yeah. You know how people say to little kids, tell them you're sorry. Tell them you're sorry. My mom used to do that, and I don't know if I ever meant it. I don't know when she made me do that, if I ever meant it. 95 so far today. Okay. Let's see. Perhaps your mother pointed out errors of your opinion by rolling her eyes at your words or intentionally excluding you from a family gathering. I roll my eyes. My mom rolls her eyes. That's not intentionally excluding you from a family gathering. She does not do that. That is that right there. That is horrible. These are examples of adult bullying. I don't hardly like any of his family. I only like 2 of his relatives. Well, if they're like him, I totally understand. I don't do that to my kids. I used to. Funny you mentioned that. Yeah. Because we didn't think, when you're little and you don't even think, you're like, I'm sorry. But I think that I would rather the parent just leave them than tell them to tell me they're sorry. I would rather them not kick me. So if you say you're sorry and then you kick me again, we gonna have some problems, little one. Hopping in the shower before work, but got you playing. Thank you, Zach. Sorry has lost its meaning. Bobby, actions do speak louder. I agree. Actions speak louder than words. I ask my kids, why do you think X person is upset? Then I let them figure it out. They usually apologize on their own. That's awesome, Bobby. That is an awesome way to look at that. Yes. No worries, Jamie. No, they don't put up with his crap, but sadly, one passed away a couple of years ago. Oh, well, I'm glad they don't put up with his crap. But yeah, he sounds like a bully for sure. Okay. If you're at a loss about how to handle the adult bullies in your life, hold on to your seat and take notes. I'm reading this, I didn't say. This article will show you what they are, how they are created, how to deal with them, and how to free yourself to live your best life without the stress and pressure bullies present. This sounds like an infomercial. What do you guys think? Let's keep going and see what happens. What are adult bullies? Oh, it's 90 today. Well, we're at 99, Zach, so you must be getting a little cooler than we are. Okay. What are adult bullies? Adult bullies are people who use harassment, intimidation, and manipulation tactics to either get something they want or make themselves feel powerful and significant. They range from slight and menacing to detrimental and deadly. To fully understand what adult bullies are, you must recognize up to 89 and powerful storms. Ooh, when it gets this hot and a storm comes, it's usually lots of thunder and lightning. The real feel is 100 here. Oh, Jamie. Bobby says, yeah, it does feel like over 100. Guess I'm strong. Been dealing with it since 2016. You are strong, Paranormal Gaming. You are strong. You are important. You are a wonderful person. And I love that you come to our lives and chat with us. You are strong and brave for putting up with that crap. Okay, the difference. Oh, you must recognize the difference between harassment and bullying, the mental implications, telltale signs, types of adult bullies, and reason why people bully. So here we go. Those are the talking points in the article. The difference between harassment and bullying, and you guys can just say if you agree or disagree. The main difference between harassment and bullying is that harassment is illegal under federal laws, while bullying is not. For example, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 protects people from harassment and discrimination based on disability, race, gender, sexual orientation, skin color, age, religion, nationality, or religion. Okay. You just described my coworker as the adult bully. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah. Is that the one you wanted to whack and you had to walk away? Yeah. Oh, people like that drive me crazy. On the other hand, bullying may be perceived as harmless, innocent, or playful with no aggressive display. I disagree. Whoever perceives it like that just is out of touch with life. It's not harmless or innocent or playful. If bullying does not fall under violation of harassment laws, it may be claimed as freedom of speech, which no real threat to anyone's well-being. Can you believe that? Bullies can claim it's freedom of speech with no real threat. If they're bullying you, how is that freedom of speech? That doesn't make any sense to me. If I'm bullying you, I'm just saying words, okay? Like, how they do. Saying words. Oh, yeah, that one. All right, Mary. But words can hurt people. Words can hurt and or harass and cause people to become mentally unstable, especially mean, derogatory I think words can hurt. So freedom of speech, we do have that in America. I just don't think that picking on one person should be called freedom of speech. I don't. I am a words have power. Yes. Yes, they do, Bobby. I agree. I agree. The next one is the mental implications of harassment and bullying. That's a ridiculous interpretation of bullying. Yes, Mary, I agree. I agree. And I don't know if it doesn't fall under the Civil Rights Act. So, like, if they're not discriminating against you, they're just bullying you. Basically, they're saying that that's okay. It's not a violation of laws. And it may be claimed as freedom of speech. The mental implications of harassment and bullying. And it's ridiculous, but it's not untrue that that's how people get away with it. That's how they get away with it, because there's nothing you can do about it. You have to have proof, and I can't remember what else it said, but I think if you save texts and things like that when you're cyberbullied, I don't see why the police wouldn't do something about it. Unfortunately, people can say what they don't like about you as long as it is not defamation. Okay. Yeah, I think that's just, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just wish the whole world was fair. I wish we were all nice and all the countries got along. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen, but that is my wish. No more wars, no mistreatment of women or people for their religion or any of that stuff, or their sexual orientation, none of that. Okay, the mental implications. Behaviors or actions from harassment and bullying will leave you feeling pressured, shamed, oppressed, humiliated, intimidated, belittled, or fatigued. It may leave permanent emotional or psychological scars. Right. Harmful effects may even afflict bystanders who witness the harassment or bullying and may or may not have the means to step in and help. Innocent children often carry the wounds of observing adult bullying and abuse into adulthood. It may skew their perspective on life and relationships that never heals. This can also happen to adults. Yeah. Zach, I just got so provided. Let's see. Now, was this a different? This is the same article. Yes, this is the same article. I thought I had clicked on a link, but I didn't. It's the same one. Okay. A few implications for victims of harassment or bullying. Development of mental health issues, eating or sleeping disorders, loneliness and isolation, suicidal thoughts, darkened perspective on life and relationships, avoiding favorite activities, avoiding family and friends, work or school absences, overall deterioration of lifestyle, withdraw from society, friends, and families. Combating bullying by becoming a bully. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this one is interesting. Um, in reviewing the mental implications of adult bullying, make sure to meditate, reflect, and do a self inspection to ensure that you haven't inadvertently become a bully yourself. If you've been bullied, it can sneak up on you and alter your perspective, personality, and behaviors. The biggest way to fight against bullying is to make sure you haven't become one. And I do know people who are bullied and then bully other people. Now that happens, I think that happens in families as well as at school. Sorry, guys, I had to blow my nose. I don't like, sometimes I rewatch a video and I sniff through the whole thing. It's crazy. It's crazy because I don't realize it when I'm doing the video or the live, but after when I rewatch it, I'm like, so. Telltale signs of adult bullies. Aggressive and passive aggressive bullies display different sets of telltale signs that their tactics are about to escalate. You know the type you're dealing with. It is helpful to identify the indicators. Now, aggressive or passive aggressive. Sadly, I used to be a Regina George in high school. Oh, Ruth. Okay. Okay. Thank you for coming in and sharing with us. I had a job where I was a Regina George too. And I can't remember. It took me not too long, but it took me a while to see how horrible I was being. And I was depressed. So I was taking it on other people. So I do understand that. But I finally, I still talk to the person today and we are friends, but I was just not a nice person to her. Yeah. So I understand, Ruth. Does anybody else have any stories about bullying they'd like to talk about? Or I'll just keep reading. Telltale signs of adult bullies. Oh crap. He's calling me back. I'm gonna have to call him back because he's right in the middle of the live. So aggressive and passive aggressive. So an aggressive bully is someone who's right in your face, right? A passive aggressive bully is one of the people I've been talking about since we started talking about bullying. It's that person who says, "Oh, you're ugly." And then they say, "Oh, I'm just joking." That's passive aggressive. And I hate that. I hate that. If you were just joking, you wouldn't have said something so mean and rude. You're not joking. I don't believe you are. So a lot of people slide under the radar by saying stuff like that. And they are not just joking. Huh. That makes me angry. I've never been a bully, but I've seen many in my life. Yeah, and Bobby, like in the article, they were saying it sneaks up on you. I was in a bad place, in a bad mood all the time, and I took it out on people who didn't deserve it. So, that's how it happened. It sneaks up on you. So like they said, make sure you're not a bully. And I'm not. This was in my 20s and I learned my lesson and I moved on. I stopped. It wasn't me. It wasn't how I normally acted, but it just took me over. And yeah, they're usually jealous type of people. Yeah, we'd be here all day with my stories, Mary. Yeah, it definitely can. Yeah. And that's what I mean. I think it's easier to be mean than it is to be nice. Anybody have thoughts on that? I think it's easier to be mean to people than it is to be nice. I'll make a bumper sticker and we'll post it up here, but be kind anyway. So, and yeah, it's easier to be grumpy and not nice when you're feeling that way yourself. Yes, so easy. That's why I think it was God just said, "Hey, stop it. You sound like an idiot and you're acting stupid." So one day I just heard myself and I saw what I was doing. And I said, "Crystal, this is wrong. This is wrong." So I took it out on someone who didn't deserve it, but it still does not make it right. Right. Well, I know. And we learned and grew where that's the part I don't get is if you're a bully, is there not a point where you learn you're a bully and you need to stop doing it? So, yeah, we need a t-shirt. It's easy to be mean, so be nice. I think we have all taken it out on others at one point. Yeah. And that's what I'm talking about. I didn't try to hit her or gossip about her. I just was mean. I became a Buddhist. Oh, Ruth, that is awesome. That is awesome. I'm a Christian, but I try to meditate. I try to be peaceful. I am mostly peaceful. So me and my husband, we get along really good now. Back then, we didn't. When we were first married, we did not get along. So as nice as he is now, when you hear him and I talk about him, he wasn't that nice back then. And neither was I. Okay. So we said telltale. The passive aggressive. Do you guys know anyone who is passive aggressive like that? They are a bully. They are. They are. And you know, people who gossip, they always want to get information out of you. I don't give it to them. As I'm talking about going back to work, I don't give it to them. If it's about me and I want to tell my story, that's different. But I don't give them information about other people so that they can gossip. So I think the fan might be becoming a little too much on my face. Okay. Let's talk about aggressive bullies. Clenched or raised fists. Rolling eyes. Now, I roll my eyes all the time, but I don't raise my fists. But when I hear somebody come out with an untruth, especially my mom or my sisters or my brother, I cannot help it. It just happens. Gossip is the spark to light the spark, comparison and jealousy. Yes, it's the gateway. Gossip is fire. I'm sorry, everybody. I must have inhaled some dust or something in here. That sparks the fire. I agree. That's why I do not partake in it. Hey, Brandy. So, mocking or mimicking behavior, glaring looks or stares, stomping, physical intimidation, contempt, or openly disrespectful. I'm okay. I'm drinking water. I got my tea. Okay. Passive aggressive bullies. These are the ones who try to be slick about it. Continuously disagreeable. Opposing or arguing beyond reason. Oh, I have met people like that, especially they want to talk politics. No, thank you. Okay. Using a sarcastic tone, unjustly criticizing others, always pointing out others' errors, slandering, exaggerating a nugget of truth, and intentional exclusion. It's easy to get caught up in gossip and shaming behavior. A lot of my extended family behaviors like that, so they don't focus on their problems and what they're doing wrong. Yes. And if we want to be better humans, we need to focus on us and what we're doing, not what other people are doing. So there are at least 5 types of adult bullies. Must be under the aggressive and passive aggressive. I'm going to mute super fast and blow my nose. So sorry. Yeah, my dad's family was like that. And I'm not close to them except for my cousin. That's it. That's all. And my aunt. But everyone else, and it's a big family, just crazy. and bullies. Okay. Since nearly 45% of Americans have experienced some form of adult bullying, the chances are high that you will experience this phenomenon at some point. And I think we all have. Yes, no one's really got time to worry about others' life, is so busy with our own problems, right? Right. And with our own problems, we don't got time to deal with you messing with us. Quit it. Stop. No, I can be sarcastic as well, but I think that they mean what did we say? Opposing or using a sarcastic tone. I think it's more than that, but I can be sarcastic. I don't think being sarcastic is necessarily makes you a bully. I think it's just one of the symptoms. And so if you don't have all the other ones, unjustly criticizing others, always pointing out others' errors, continuously disagreeable, opposing or arguing beyond reason. That's the one that makes bells go off in my head. I know someone like that, and they do. Let's see. Okay. Here's a quick breakdown of the 5 types of bullies. A tangible bully asserts authority by hanging something real over your head to control you, like a paycheck, right? Like a boss. A school or college grade, food, or access to finances. This can be an employer, supervisor, professor, parent, advisor, or anyone who has the power to control a material aspect in your life. So my bully controlled my paycheck. Yeah, the boss one. That's me. Yeah. Tangible bully. Okay. A verbal bully enjoys and thrives on hurling insults and verbal abuse in any attempt to control you. If the slight insults don't get a rise out of you at first, the abuse will often escalate to deep, cutting, cruel teasing, ridicule, and humiliation. It can even fall off the cliff into racist, sexist, homophobic, and threatening. So a verbal bully, he is an enabler too. Ruth says, been there, my managers at my last job, right? Yes. So they can hold the paycheck over your head. And then verbal abuse can start, like I would ignore it. And then they either leave you alone or it sounds like they can escalate into threatening. A passive aggressive bully is a sneaky attempt. See, I said they're sneaky. To control your emotions and actions through underhanded, cunning remarks or intentional exclusion. This person may pretend to be a friend, but their sarcasm, gossip, and bad jokes are a sign there's something more going on with them. Also, watch for body language, such as eye rolls and mimicking distorted facial expressions. This person may pretend to be your friend. That passive aggressive, yeah. I've had several of those, and I do not like that. A cyberbully is anyone who hides behind their smartphone, notepad, or computer keyboard to fling insults, threats, harassments, revenge, and intimidation across the internet in an attempt to belittle or control others. Messages of this sort may arrive through social media posts, forums, emails, or text messages. So we know cyberbullying. We've all dealt with some form of cyberbullying. A physical bully is an out of control person who seeks to dominate and control using waving or clenching fists, an inflated chest, or breaking items. They either use this fear tactic to threaten physical harm or actually commit physical harm and abuse, including sexual abuse. No problem, Bobby. No problem. Lots of cyber bullies on YouTube. Yes, we were talking about that. Jamie said definitely. Yes. I was threatened on YouTube before, all because she was bullying someone and I was sticking up for that person. Zach, yeah. Yeah. But if it's your friend, I say stick up for him. I say stick up for him. If this person starts to mess with you, start cut or screenshotting any comments they leave about you, any texts they send you, emails, whatever. And you know, but you do risk that if you're protecting your friend, but you gotta I would want to protect my friend. So I only break items when I'm mad. Brandy says, hey Zach. So we've all known people who are more than one type of bully as well, I would say the passive aggressive and verbal bullying is big. I've had to deal with a lot of that. I knew you meant mad, Brandy. Hello, handsome Zach, says Jamie. And she also mocked her for having cancer. That's somebody who needs to be throat punched, right? I'm going to punch him in the throat. That's just why? I've been there, Zach. Not in YouTube, though. Yeah, I was saying that I've heard of the bullying, but I haven't yet been bullied, Mary, but I know it's coming. I know. So I'm ready. I'll read more articles like this. This one's pretty good. Okay, why bullying? Yes, karma. Ruth said karma, Zach. I hope so. I hope so. I know somebody who attacks one person. It is bad. He has made so many videos, can't keep count. Oh my gosh. Hello, beautiful Jamie. I'm not handsome today, Zach said. Of course you are, Zach. You're always handsome. Is that my kitty? My kitty's over there in the corner. The reason adults bully are varied, innumerable, and challenging to pinpoint, right? Because it makes no sense. Most appear to be psychologically based and develop over a long period of time. There are a few reasons why adults bully. So they have a list of them. We're not making excuses for bullies. We're just going to see some of the reasons why people can be bullies. These are not excuses. We are here to learn. This is just teaching us more. Past abuse or childhood experience, self esteem and self confidence issues, right? Misery loves company kind of a thing. If I don't like me, then I don't like you. You know, I know, Jamie, he said that. Abandonment issues. Oh, here he is. Security. We got a fuzzy. Abandonment issues, not security. Insecurity, obsessed with control, enjoyment of ill gotten rewards, lack of empathy, narcissistic traits, or mental illness. Now, I was curious about the narcissistic traits. Maybe next week we'll talk about that. If they call me names, I'll just ask them who told them my middle name. Right. You're funny, Mary. I think you are, but I like you, so. Okay. So we know childhood experiences, past abuse, they may have been bullied themselves, self esteem and self confidence issues, but it's not my job to make them feel better so they can bully me, right? You guys, I'm sure you agree with that. Yep. No, this is Teal'c. Ronan doesn't get up on me in here anymore. So I didn't know the person, but felt so bad for her and made a male attacking her and using vulgar words. Yes, that is horrible. See, he's using, don't use your nails. No claws. No claws or I'll put you down again. I do that at work a lot. Oh, because people are mean. I don't know why I'm coughing. I'm never right. One day you're going to get it. One day you're going to get it right. What's this on his feet? What's he been into? Let me see. Okay. So we're talking about bullying. It is 2:50. It's almost 3 o'clock. We only got 10 minutes. Jamie scares me, Zach. She scares you into being handsome. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on in here. Um, Now, we will list 5 steps to handle the adult bullies, okay, in your life. So their behavior and actions don't have to change your outlook on life. You have beautiful possibilities that lie ahead on your journey. Armed with knowledge and understanding, you can come out on top of any bullying situation. 5 steps to handle bullies. The adult bullies. Okay. Number 1, stay safe and keep your distance. Okay. I work with at-risk teens, so yeah, it comes up a lot. Sorry, I didn't ask you to be up here. As long as I scare you into being positive, I am good with it. No, no, no. You gotta go. You gotta go. You keep scratching me. I have cat scratches all over me all day. He's been just, it's my fault that it's hot out and he can't go outside. You know? So, the most important thing about bullying is to remove yourself from a dangerous situation and get to a safe place. If necessary, find support and protections through law enforcement, an emergency or crisis hotline, or local agencies. They can guide you on how to deal with a dangerous bully situation. And then it lists some resources. Don't hesitate to contact someone if you feel you're in danger or that bullying has caused your mental health to deteriorate. I really don't know what. Maybe it's my cat. No, I was coughing before he came in here. I'll bet you once I'm out of this room, it stops. So I'm sorry. So sorry. Number 2, stay calm. And remember, bullying is their problem. Bullying tends to ignite hot passions and uncontrolled emotions. As soon as you recognize you're being bullied, focus on your surroundings and the environment. Now, that's hard to recognize when you're being bullied, especially if you're young and you don't know. Question off subject. Anyone know how to get a hair color out? I colored my hair deep red. I don't like it. They make hair color removal stuff. It's right by the hair color, but it depends on your hair. I used that on my hair and I still couldn't get it turned green, but it was blue. And it turned green and it had to grow out. I could not get it out of my hair. So hopefully, Brandy, that stuff will work for you. It's right next to the hair color, but it's called, I don't remember the name of it, but it's right there. It'll say something like hair color gone or hair color remover or something like that. Take a deep breath and remind yourself to stay calm. Well, you don't always, sometimes somebody catches you off guard and you maybe don't realize what they're doing. And so it can take a turn for the worse. But once that happens to me, I steer clear of that person if that happens. Because I get angry pretty quickly if I'm not, just trying to be calm. But if somebody's all up in your business and, it's hard not to be mad or fly off the handle. A few tips to keep your cool during a bully's rant. Okay. Don't take their insulting words seriously. Their mission is to push your buttons, and that can't happen if you don't let them. I know somebody who did hair dye but was bad, messed the person's head up. Oh. Zach says, I don't want to go to work. I totally understand. Even though I'm not working right now, I understand. Take deliberate measures to stay calm and not let the abuse overwhelm or consume you. Now, that I think is the hard part. Deliberate measures. Remember that their behavior is their problem, not yours. For some, it helps to feel sympathy for the bully and the misery they must suffer. That's why sometimes we say, I am sorry. I don't know who did what to you, but I'm very sorry for you. Understanding that a bully's behavior reflects how they feel about themselves. It has nothing to do with you. Bullies project their feelings onto others to find comfort and enjoyment. Oh. Oh, yeah, Zach, it's gonna be hot if you don't have air. My husband's in the kitchen today, and when he gets home, he's gonna be like, we didn't have any air today. And even when they have air, it's still hot in the kitchen. So let's see. Bullies project their feeling onto others to find comfort and enjoyment. I think that's where the misery loves company comes from. Don't react to the abuse. Take the high road and you will dominate the situation. I do feel like that happens if you do take the high road. It's just if they catch you off guard, are you going to be able to get to the high road? You know, that's the thing. Takes more courage, strength, and integrity. Listen, everybody. It takes more courage, strength, and integrity to remain calm during a bully's attack. It takes maturity and intelligence to recognize that it isn't worthwhile to participate in their bravado, no matter how subtle or belligerent. I think that's really good advice. Be careful with the removal of red hair. It is possible to turn it orange. Talk to a professional colorist is my suggestion. So yes, it takes more courage, strength, and integrity to remain calm during a bully's attack. That's difficult. That's not easy to do, but it's something that I strive for. I think if we strive for it, that we can only do better every time we're engaged, Remember your worth, value, and human rights. Just because a bully attacks you, whether aggressively or passive aggressively, it doesn't mean that your worth, value, or human rights have diminished. The bully hopes their behavior will make you believe it has, but it simply isn't true. It's all a facade, a game, a show. Keep these facts in mind. Okay. Keep these facts in mind. You are being attacked and violated. It doesn't make lies become truth. You have the right to stand up for yourself, but not harm anyone else. You are worth as much as any other human being on the planet. You have the right to be treated with respect. You have the right to express your opinions and feelings, but not harm another person. Your priorities are valid. You must say no without backlash, guilt, or shame. Yes, that is a powerful word. If you don't have, you have to say it with confidence, like no. And you don't want to say it angrily, but it's hard. You still got to work on that. That doesn't mean he's going to stop, or she. It doesn't mean they're going to stop. It's hard to be calm when the bully doesn't know what personal space is. Yes. Oh. Don't get in my 6 feet. Don't get in my what did we just call that? When they made us all stand 6 feet away from each other. What was that called? Social distancing. Yeah, get out of my social distancing area. I don't like to be really close to people. It's not my favorite. Let's see. Your peace of mind is sovereign. Your value is immense. You do not deserve to be abused, attacked, or bullied. Don't allow anyone the power to change who you are inside or outside. Yeah, social distancing. Thank you. Right, Brandy. Get out of my grill. Yep. Yeah. That would really make me angry, I think, if somebody got right in there talking and spitting on your face and stuff. Ugh. You need to back up. So the sentence, don't allow anyone the power to change who you are inside or outside. And I think that's what's going on, is that people who are being bullied, it is affecting them inside. Um, and you have to not allow them to get inside. And when you're younger, that's very difficult. I know older, it's still difficult, but when you're younger and you don't really know yourself, it's hard. It's hard. So you are a vibrant, unique individual with a dazzling future ahead of you. Your life is a miracle. You are precious, and no one can take that away unless you allow them to. Okay, I'm just going to quickly go over the other two because it's 3. Don't argue with bullies. Be calmly proactive and talk about the experience. Don't argue with a bully. Let's see, what was the next one? Was 5 was be upfront about communicating consequences. Document details and follow through. Be upfront and communicating like a calm, mature adult may disarm the bully from the beginning. It sometimes happens when they realize they are messing with someone out of their league. If not, the sudden recognition of their behavior may be off-putting, so they stop. Fire starters don't like to be found out or confronted. It blows their cover and exposes their mission. Bullies expect that everyone will cow down to their demands with enough intimidating and authoritative messaging. When I was arguing with my ex, he'd get up real close and I warned him I will react. Well, let's just say he learned why, right? Now, I don't mind my husband up close, but he doesn't yell at me. So we don't argue. Usually when we argue, he gets silent and goes to the garage. So when the bullying begins, acknowledge it and voice it out loud that you identify it as such. Make direct eye contact to temper or diminish the bully's authoritative stance. Stay calm but clear about communicating the consequences if it doesn't stop immediately. So what do you say? You're bullying me? And if you don't stop, I will report you to HR. Now, if I remember that in the heat of the moment, that will be a miracle, but that is what we're talking about. This article is a good one. I liked this one. Happier Human, 5 steps to handle the Let's see. Happier Human is the website. 5 steps to handle the adult bullies in, I'm pretty sure it says your life. Yeah. So if you're interested in looking that up, he always started arguments. That's why he's an ex, right? Okay, everybody, it is 3:04. How are we doing in the chat? Is there anything you guys wanted to talk about? Yeah, right, exactly. That's why he's an ex, yeah. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming to the live. This was fun. Next week, I think we're going to talk about narcissists because I think we've covered bullying quite a bit. And I will do my best to get my reminder up the night before. I am so sorry about that. I hope that this was helpful, and everyone who is chatting with us and who's here, we appreciate your input, and you're always welcome. And yeah, this is cool. I didn't realize you streamed on 2 channels. Yes. Thank you, JB. She says you're awesome. My nose is so stuffy. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for coming. I appreciate all of you. And I always feel better after we have these chats. They are so awesome. I am not a doctor, a therapist, none of the above. I'm just telling you my story. I'm just glad I finally made it alive. Thank you, Ruth. I appreciate that you did. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming. So I think that is all I have for you guys today. So I will see you next week, and we will talk about narcissists. This is always fun. Thank you, Mary. Definitely enjoyed. Thank you, Frugal Mama. I gotta quit saying people's names. Thank you, Beautifying MZ. Gotta stop that. So did I say that? That's all I have for you today. I will see you next week or the next time you come. And I really enjoyed it, and I appreciate all of you. All of you. Thank you so much. And I will talk to you later. Bye, everybody. Bye.